Hello, you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is PC Building Simulator. Also, I am currently Squirrel the Drackle, or Lucario. Let's get going. Yes, Syria. Rex is a good boy. 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 Rex is a good boy.
Okay.
Except for that one that you tried to sneak in there, Syria. Gonna have to fire Rex for letting that one through the filter.
I'm not even looking at the chat right now. I'm trying to get the stream set up. What are you talking about?
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
I've told you I don't multitask well when I'm working on stuff, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Told you that the stuff was serious. Whole thing cool with external water system. If there were better choices, yo, I must have missed them. Fill the case up with LEDs. Something.
No, I'm definitely not Syrio. After all, I'm Squirrel right now, and well, people want to kill Squirrels, so.
There has to be some other character trait than people want to kill Squirrel. Squirrel did bad that I can hear about Squirrel when I'm listening to him. Please.
Oh,
well, never mind. Going back to working.
What? I don't think Rex is happy with me. You know what? I feel like switching to Office. And since all my software got reset anyways. None of the esports ones, I don't think. We'll go with this one. Oh, it's got that on there. I like this. Oh, hey, I can actually sit down. I think things might be a little too spread out for my taste here. But it does have some cool stuff. Huh. Neat. But out of all the offices, I actually think I like the last one best. It's kind of the... Well, we'll go back to the original, actually. Yeah, that's been a trend lately that I've seen is fitness balls instead of chairs. Yeah, Sirio, you and me both. Also, hey there, old pal. But at the same time, that's kind of why they have those balls is, you know, exercise while you're sitting there for hours on end. Supposedly it gets easier to do it, you know, with time. But meh. Pet Rex. You know you're a good boy, right?
I hope so. You've told me 20 times now. You're a good boy?
You're my
By the way,
good
you're
boy.
Squirrel. I don't even know you. I just met you like during Furry with Fire.
You're right. You don't know me. But I've heard lots of good reviews about you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I've heard a lot about how good a boy you are. Are they bad reports?
I hope not. I just haven't been around that much, and I've only seen you kill spiders, but yeah, seem pretty good yourself.
Can I drink a water elemental? Ooh, I should find out.
The last person that did that didn't
Rex.
know.
Sorry.
End up turning blue.
Oh?
Yeah, and I kind of like the fact that you're actually like different than most Rhylos. Well, I think you look a little bigger now, actually.
Oh yeah.
How'd you get that big?
I don't know yet.
That's something to find out in the Squirrel Adventures that's showing tomorrow. Make sure you catch it, audience.
Hey there, Cosmo. Rex is focused. He's working on his stream setup. Cosmo Rex is working on setting. I'm literally forcing him to work on his stream setup right now. So yes, he should be back to streaming soon.
Yeah, I've been getting an order. I was meaning to have to do it in a bit, but I've been kind of putting it off a lot for my own reasons. But yeah, I'm trying to bunker down and actually get something done. At least get to a point where I can actually go live.
He's a good boy that has done a lot to take care of us and needs to take care of himself for a little bit now. Not so subtle, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Hopefully that laptop works for you.
Yeah, I haven't really tested out if it, can run this stuff, but it does seem like it's going fairly fine so far.
I definitely recommend you use that graphics adapter thing that I gave you, because it does have extra USB slots on it.
Yeah, I do have an extra USB multi. Yeah, I have one of those too. So it runs good with it. Sometimes it makes it where it takes up too much resources, but this does seem stronger than the other laptop I had. Funny, working on computer stuff while playing a kind of game where you work on computer stuff.
Yeah, after building a computer. Do, 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 do. But yeah, the plan is definitely for him to get back to streaming ASAP. Even though it is nice having him hang out so much, I'm gonna miss him. Actually, change of plans. You're not allowed to anymore.
Funny.
Ooh, Tea Elemental. I like this. This idea meets my approval. Oh, right. I'm like, why does it not say that I can play the game? Because I didn't include cables yet. Like a derp. Ooh, put him in a coffee machine and make a coffee elemental?
You know, it's still water elemental if you add powder to me. I'm still water. Is that flavoring?
Mmm.
Kind of like if you put me in a flamethrower, I'm still fire elemental.
Mmm. No.
Now,
No.
okay. I cannot deny your truth. We're always right. We also didn't do chronological decay either. We never found out what that was.
Oh, Enja did say that that'll pop up next week.
Yeah, same for the Battle Beat title thing. That was also something we'll probably do next week.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta grab my phone from over there. Be right back.
He's coming out here. I will have to. Wait, are you coming out here? Rex? Tug tug.
Just grabbing my phone. Yeah, looking for my phone.
I know that's what you're doing, but I'm still tugging you. You what?
I need a moment to reconfigure myself after the game.
Well, yeah, you can do that by giving me a hug. I'm turning down a hug.
I'm not turning down a hug. I'm just trying to do what you told me to do and get set.
Well, the problem with that idea, Sirio, is that they're all the same Rex. I can't exactly just divide them up into the different kinds. I am just so amused by the fact that I could just be blowing in this little area here, and every parts over here are getting clean, and this is getting clean, and you know, it's just everything's getting clean when I'm nowhere. I'm not using the air anywhere near it. Anyways, though, the most likely problem right now is a failed power supply. And that better be the problem, considering they want this delivered today. Okay, anything else of note? No. Okay, so we have diagnosed and fixed the problem. We'll sell that. Close this, close that. And go place this in here. Okay. Hey Rex, you back to your PC yet?
Yeah, just sitting down.
You up for reading a Scotty B email?
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, I'm feeding it into Discord.
Alright. What's up? It's Scotty B back again. Don't worry, no job this time. Just wanted to say thanks. Nice work with the upgrading that PC. The girl was well impressed, and the stream we did was sick. Both got like 300 new followers, and she asked if we're gonna do it again. Nah, Pepe face, whatever. OBVS obs. I said yes. Lol. Anyway, thanks for all the work you did. I'm gonna put a link to you on my streamer profile so people know where they can get beast rigs. Alright, see you around. Scotty B. That's 9,578 followers and counting.
It was so nice of them to put a cameo of you in the game.
Definitely not that energy at the end. Or the fact he plays League of Legends.
Hi, I've got the Kaleidomax 9850 running in the shed now. It just about fits. Although I had to cut out a large section of the east wall and route some power cabling through my neighbor's tomato plants. Hopefully they won't notice. They still won't talk to me after what happened to their begonias last year. Initial tests of the 9850 are promising, minus a few heat warnings. They're all well within acceptable limits, though. I'm sure it's fine. Thanks for your help so far. I'll let you know if I need anything else. Giovanna Sciarra, PhD. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Newton. God, it was hard pulling that out. Lerar. Hello, Lightning. How are ya? Hi, I'm Kinsley Hackett, IT Supervisor at Dynabeard, a fast-rising tech startup. We've got a very important client meeting booked in and are in need of a demonstration machine to run our app sandbox. The requirements I've received are at the bottom of this email. We'd appreciate if you could get on this as soon as possible, as this meeting is a critical step towards our targets for the upcoming quarter. Kind regards, Kinsley Hackett, IT Supervisor. Dynabeard, shaving you money every day. Okay. Well, they are okay with me using a... Or they didn't say I had to use new parts, so... Cool. Oh, right. That needs to be put over here. Should probably deliver that, but oh well. We got this. It's an AM4. Do we already have an i5 7500? Oh. Well, we do have an i5 7500 or better. We got a 7600. However, we don't have a motherboard for that, so we're going to have to buy a new motherboard. I find it funny how an IT department is messaging me. We need you to build this PC. You guys can't do that yourself? You're literally working in IT. Not that I'm gonna complain about taking their money, but you know. Oh, we got plenty of cases we can use though. The Big Chungus. You're right, Kenku. It could be time and other work, but still. You know, actually, part ranker. They're not saying that it has to be Intel. So... i5... 7500... Ryzen 5 6-core 1600... Ah, that is better. So we can use that. Which in turn means we can use this motherboard. Okay, I think we're cooking. Now we're cooking with raptors.
Man. Why are we cooking raptors?
No, we're cooking with raptors.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Stick that in. Use one of the many CPU coolers I've got. But not one of the new ones. There we go. What do you mean, or better? I did install one that's better. I want 8 gigabytes of RAM. We can do that with these two. Okay, game. The i5 7500, and we put in a Ryzen 5 6 core. $1600X. That is better. Why are you... I'll keep working on it, but I swear if they decide that it's randomly not good enough, I am going to have a conniption fit with them. I needed... what kind of graphics card? Right, I can just look right here. GTX 980, okay. Or better. Well, luckily we've got plenty of GTX 980s. Or better. Oh, right. We took out the hard drive storage space. Oops. We'll give him this one. Storage. Okay, still cannot fit that, so we're gonna have to get a new hard drive, it seems. Or we remove the big... Yeah, I think we'll go the route of just removing this. And... start the Stream Raiders battle. We'll just do this. Smaller one. What?
Just building PCs, it's your day.
Yes, that is my day. Holo has come out and realized that I am playing PC Building Simulator after building her PC today.
And before building my PC.
And I was doing it before building her PC, yes.
Hey man, however you relax. I'm not getting on you.
You're laughing at me!
Not at you, but at the situation, yeah.
Get in voice.
I just turned off my PC.
Did I stutter? Fine, you can sleep. I guess you don't want to hang out. Yeah, I definitely want that cable, automatic cable connection thing ASAP. Okay, it was that cable that needed to be connected. Perfect. What are you getting? All right. This PC is good to go. That was easy. Oh, come on. And now they want somebody that wants a new PC. Fine. Blah. Okay. PUBG. 8 gigs RAM. 6 GB VRAM. Storage isn't a problem. i3 7300. GTX 1060. 6GB. Alright. They gave me a budget of 2,500. Well, first off, hello, I was kidding.
What? No, I was told to come in here. I took that seriously, so I booted up my computer. Now I'm here.
And I told you I was kidding. Hello.
But I'm here now.
Fair enough.
I hear Academia music start here.
Also, we really need to get you a boom arm for your mic.
Boom arm?
Yeah, you know that thing that holds my microphone in a different spot?
Why do I need one of those?
Let me demonstrate because based on how your microphone is set up. So see, you hear how I sound right now?
Yeah, you sound fine.
How about now?
You sound a little far away. That's my phone.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing with your microphone.
Oh, I'm far away? Here, let me fix that. Hello.
That is much better.
I don't know where my phone went.
You sound very echoey when you talk to you when you use your mic the normal way you use it. And yeah, go ahead, old pal.
It's more of against the wall. Normally. I think I have my phone in here. Where the fuck's that?
Alright, Holo, that's the swear jar, $5.
Flip? What?
You swore.
And flip flap.
No, you said, where the fuck's my phone?
Yo, chat, I need a real time. I need a clip.
That's $5 from Zim as well.
No, after the first swear is done, it doesn't matter anymore.
I said, what the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, you're right. Maybe, I don't know. Give me a clip.
No, they're not gonna make it. I don't want them to make a clip of that.
Oh.
Dang.
My innocence can't be proven. Wah.
Hello, cute.
What? Okay.
Oh, when the heck did I wind up at 3,000? Oh, right. Placing. You know, I should probably go collect these. Oh. I can't continue doing anything until I get at least below. I need to get to at least $3,000 in debt, and then I can start doing stuff, it seems. Luckily, I've got several jobs that I need to collect still. So there's one.
Just 1 second. Rosim's content is intended for certain audience. Okay. It's not gonna stop me because I can't read.
And last but not least, collect. Well, I got 2 achievements out of that mistake. I got one for going into debt at 3,000 and another for climbing back out of debt.
Mission failed successfully.
Yes. Maybe I'll try to 100% this. God damn, Rygon has infected me.
Rygon has entered the chat.
Is 100%ing that game getting all 5 stars on all the PCs?
No, it is getting all the achievements.
Oh, that's significantly more boring.
No, the more boring part would be the freaking nonsense of people being like, I'm giving you a 1-star review. Why? I did your job right.
Oh yeah.
That reminds me of when I wanted to 100% Death Stranding. I was like, oh man, I have to do all the deliveries at 5 star. No, you just need a total amount of stars, and then you can ignore everything else.
I've just been reminded that I have to remake all of my hotbars in Final Fantasy 14 for the 8th time.
Yeah, but hold off on starting that back up.
Well, I guess I'll
Until
start playing Destiny
finances are
2.
until finances are stable with all of us.
I got you. I have a bit of a queue to burn through anyway, so tomorrow I'll be
Yeah.
working on Ode Art. And maybe I can get some more stuff from that.
Yeah.
I hope so. We are in a bad spot.
Wait, what? I don't know how many times I can poke my community and be like, I'm in a bad spot, can I please help?
Well, I'm not telling you to
Getting
do that. I'm
stuff
just
now.
saying get through your queue and get more commissions.
Oh,
I'm not telling you to go
Maybe.
poke your queue. I believe in you. I know you can pull this off.
Yeah, Holo's a good girl.
She is a
I'm
good girl.
brain dead. Oh fuck! Wait, actually, I can't stream tomorrow. I have to go with Rex to the One World.
Why do you
So I
have to
can
go with
file
him?
for my slide. Or I can maybe hold that off till next week when you go, and then I can apply for it then.
I would say hold off till next week. Speaking
Okay,
of
we just gotta make
Rex,
sure we don't forget.
what time is your stuff tomorrow?
3:20.
Did you already arrange a
Oh.
ride with Kerr?
I'm gonna try to do an Uber or something.
Okay. Would you like me to go with you?
No, I can go by myself.
Well, I know you can.
yeah.
I'm just asking if you would like me to.
I think I'll be fine. I don't want to hold y'all up when I'm doing stuff. And be a
Okay.
trip.
What were you gonna say there, Holo?
Rex, you didn't ever check the mail. Can you go down and do that? You didn't give me the key.
I mean, I can give you the key.
Yeah, but can you also go down and check it for me, please? I'm sleepy. I don't trust myself on stairs right now.
I suppose I should check it too, because I need to see if they do my insurance as well. Alright, I'll stop what I'm doing. I'll go over and get it.
Boy. I can actually play Star Ocean now. Flap, flap.
This pleases the Holo.
Well, I bought Star Ocean 2, and then my PC, like, immediately was like, you're not gonna be able to play games on me, you shallow shrew. And I was like, no, please, it's just a small PS1 game that got remade. Just like, no, the lighting is too much. You will not be able to play this. And now I can, and I can play Dead Space without slowing down, too.
Good night, Kenku.
VR chat.
Cute. Good night.
Beat Saber. And Yakuza.
Holo. Down.
Let's be excited and happy.
Down, girl. Down.
I have thought about doing stuff like that, like running up on you, and I'm actually probably not going to continue that sentence because I feel embarrassed now.
Delphox Boss. This
I
stream is
don't
sponsored
know.
by Delphox Boss.
the Delphox. I am the pause. Wait, well, fuck. I have the pause.
Ah, holopatia.
I was thinking about it earlier today, but I don't think it's for me. Zim tried to tease me with wags, and I was like, you know,
Wag wag wag
I'm
wag
actually
wag
in a
wag
tail
wag
mood
wag
right now.
wag 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 wag
You
wag
can't
wag
brute
wag
force
wag
it,
wag
I'm
wag
sorry.
wag wag wag
I'm
wag.
too much of a mermaid mind right
Listen,
now.
I had a cursed thought.
What's the cursed thought?
What, pawhead TF? But
Yeah.
like instead of arms and legs, they're replaced with tails. So you have a pawhead and tail
Long
leg.
ago, a friend mentioned, like, what if you just turn into, like, a sentient, like, mess of tails? And, like, you're trying to find a host that you could connect to.
Ooh. It's like merging.
I have a different adaptation of I have a lot of like mind breaking things where like your entire identity shifts. I don't know if I can describe these on here. They're safe for work technically, but they include identity Bluth. They include Dawn Bluth.
Identity blue.
Identity Bluth. Prepare for the secret of Nimofo. Then is it okay if I describe really abstract TF on here?
I'm gonna say no for now.
Okay. The DMs it is.
No. It's not my jam, but I'm still gonna tease and bully you with it.
Oh, never mind. I probably should have talked to Cassie on DM section.
Turns Holo into a Houndoom tail.
I'm not really into tails right now. Also, I'm Bianca.
Oh.
Yeah, Holo ended up becoming her own thing.
Ah.
I talked about it recently on both stream and Twitter.
You must have missed it.
It's okay. But nah, I've been told by other plurals and by people that do therapy work with them that you probably shouldn't name the body because an ultimate will show up and be like, I am this person, and then you're just like, well, now I gotta figure out another name, and it just kind of endlessly repeats from there.
Yeet.
Tug tug, Holo for your mail.
On my way. Guys.
We have been roared.
You just got a letter. You just got a letter. You just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God I'm not on camera. Thank Jesus I'm not on camera.
Oh, she did a little dance. Threw her arms up in the air. She even skipped over towards me.
Oh my goodness, so adorable.
Hello, Sonic.
such an adorable Bianca.
Cassie might be able to verify this, but I used to do the, this was on stream whenever we finish a picture almost. I'd be like, we did it! We did it! We did it! Yay!
Where was that from?
Dora the Explorer.
Oh yeah. I couldn't remember. It's like, yeah, I remember hearing that, but I don't remember from where.
Well, I would just do it at like random when we finished the picture. It wasn't a guaranteed.
Hey there, Neo.
Also, occasionally, it'd be like we could fix it. Whenever it'd be like on a wrong layer.
Can we fix it? Yes, we can!
There's two routes for it because there's the, if you can't fix it, like it's stuck on the one layer and you can't go all the way back. It's like, I can't swear, but you
Oh no,
know,
we're
where
past the
it's like,
15 minutes.
"Ah."
Plus, like I said, the first swear, you know, breaks it all, so... Speaking of, you still owe me
Oh.
$5.
You're gonna give me $5 whole. That can be used to buy secret sandwiches. Oh shit, I got Medicaid!
Hey!
Fuck yeah! Oh my god, I'm not gonna have to worry that much about these doctor payments.
Hooray!
Good number, I can check off my number! Oh, let's go!
You can get taken care of now. Did you get approved as well, Rex?
I'm still looking through to see what it all means. It says my status eligible.
That means you were approved.
Yay!
Yes! You're gonna get some fucking, like... Ah! You're gonna get mental health help, you're gonna be able to get doctor help, you're gonna be able to, like, get modified and turn into a raptor in real time, you're gonna...
Bianca is so adorable. She's excited.
You don't know that. Maybe I'm the worst person when I'm excited. Maybe I'm literally, like... I don't know what I'm allowed to say here. It's not my stream.
You are only allowed to say, yes, I am a good girl.
I can't go
And I
like...
deserve love and support.
I can't do my usual stick of like, of course I'm a good girl. Everyone belongs at my feet as I am amazing.
Ah, so you're a bad girl. Got it.
Oh, I'm not bad. I'm pretty good, actually. I've learned to accept it slowly over... Wait, this was bait!
Bad girl.
No!
My disappointment in you is immeasurable.
And yesterday I didn't eat out! I rolled with nonsense. I have a cat to pet. I hoped you was my PC bully, which was very fun, by the way. I Velvet swapped in, and she like was like, well, all we were doing was being.
I helped you with you when you were building my PC. That means I was good.
Is it not? I could have just like, here, build this, fuck.
I love how I can hear her during Zim's mic first.
Because I have my
hers.
door open.
She keeps peeking her mic. And yeah, I know, right, Sirio?
What, do you want me to turn off CRISPR and just be like, you nutty?
No, I do not.
Okay. Oh god, I'm being bullied here and I'm being bullied in the toy chat because apparently my write-ups for Clockwork things are very good.
Oh,
Did you read any of those, Cassie?
wait, were you reading of what? Oh, the stories you posted?
Yeah, the little clockwork write-ups on Twitter.
Yeet. That long thread.
Which one?
The one you're talking about?
There's 4. One of them's a mental breakdown, but a happy mental breakdown. And then the other 3 are like, clockwork maintenance is like, what is this like?
Half of what she's saying is just being eaten by her peeking her mic. It is so adorable.
Fine, CRISPR is off. You got the full Bianca experience. When I go, whoa, 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 you'll hear it. I have a quest 3.
By the way, happy World Donkey Day. Even though it's already over.
It was Growlithe Day as well. I don't want to set up my
Ooh.
headset right now. Well, it's Arcanine Day now.
Oh.
What about your headset?
I was installing the MetaQuest app link thingy.
Oh,
So
that.
my PC. And it was like, please link your headset now. And I was like, I don't probably need to put on my headset. Although that does mean I get to start tomorrow with Beat Saber. I am very excited about that because I love Beat Saber.
Oh, cool. RGB solid state drives. Heck yeah.
God, RGB. Everything is RGB. No.
I actually don't like that my computer has RGB.
I don't want my PC to light up the entirety of the room with rainbow colors.
What? You need to mute?
What's going on?
I think he's talking to her.
Ah.
Duke.
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 By the way, for the headset that you gave me, do I just plug the USB part of that into my PC?
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll start it charging.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't want to explode it. Something about estrogen has lowered my tech literacy a little bit. That, or it's because of it. Well, I can't say that out loud actually.
Nah, it's just the subliminal hypnosis to make you puppy-brained that's doing it. These past couple of weeks have not been good for gaming.
Oh? What makes
Yeah,
you
first,
say such a thing?
The Helldivers 2 debacle, and now that studio that made Hi-Fi Rush was closed down.
Hi, Secret Roo. Alright, so they got viruses, and it's dusty, and something broke. Okay. So what kind of maddening things are you thinking about there, Neo? Alright, I'm just gonna accept this, and I guess I'll have to figure out what's wrong with it later.
Man.
What's up?
Rex, didn't ask her for a ride, and now he's wanting me to pay for an Uber to and back, and I'm being like, why aren't you just asking her?
That's not how it went down.
It's
I
like,
already told
don't-
Kerr I wasn't going to in the car. But we don't have to actually, do this on stream or anything.
like,
Yeah,
I,
go ahead and poke
Holo.
Kerr and get it done.
I asked what was up.
Well, yeah, but you can say it's private.
Okay.
Thank you.
And apparently, as of June 10th, it will no longer be possible to post screenshots and videos to X, formerly Twitter, from the Nintendo Switch's album,
Does anyone
Or
even care about the Nintendo Switch anymore?
or send friend requests to social media users via the friend suggestion feature.
Like, the Steam Deck is like so much better. Heck, I can play Switch games on it.
And I'm now about $3,000 in debt again. Woo!
In good news, Bianca's a good girl. And Rex is a good boy. And Sim
Struggling
cute.
with that right now.
You are a good girl.
Maybe then.
Holy crap, I got a lot of PCs that just arrived. Whew. Hello, large amount of cases and stuff I was not expecting. Okay, that's an empty case. That one we'll take a look at. This one is empty. This one is for one of the customers now. You need diagnosed. Are you functional?
It's functional. unsure if I want to play Guilty Gear.
Alright.
You know, great graphics don't come for free. For my GPU, the RAM has gotta be double data rate, type 5. Yo, I told you that the stuff was only cool with external water system. If there were better choices, yo, I'm not the mister. Fill the case up with LED. Something obnoxious, red, pink, or green.
Okay, I think everything is dusted out.
Building the ultimate PC is my vision. Tweaking BIOS to apps to disk utilities. Construct this beast to the best of my abilities.
Okay, it won't boot at all. So, probably power supply, or at least that's the place we start. Yep, that power supply is broken, alright. Didn't mention anything else, so wait. Oh, right.
Just turn Rex into an electric elemental and put him in there.
That would be air element. I mean, there is that redemption for switching his form and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do their virus scan, and that should be good. Should be Gucci.
That is still one of the craziest, like, words to ever get associated with a brand name. It's like the word gesticulate. It's a not safe for work word masquerading as a safe for work word.
Okay.
I'm gonna be heading out to focus on PC stuff and getting the stream stuff set up. But y'all have fun. I will catch y'all later.
Alright, see ya.
Okay. Bye, Rex.
Bye bye.
You can't tell me you hear gesticulate and think, oh, that's a safe for work word that means the movement of arms. It's like, nah. Clearly that's a dirty word that means something dirty.
Alright, you are good to go.
Hello, speaking of leg again.
Just completely ignoring it.
Well, yes, it's not worth my notice.
Oh. Oh.
Zim over here just stomping down that.
Nope. Smack.
I can't believe Razuma, the great Sable Moon, would do this.
Yeah, gesticulate is not an SFW.
It isn't, but it sounds like it is. And that's my issue.
I guess? I don't see what you're seeing in it.
You know what sounds like a NSFW word but isn't?
What?
Moist.
Yo, but seriously, that also sounds that way. It's like, no, this is a not safe for work word, right? But nope. There was a case where someone was playing Banjo-Kazooie and they found a Jinjo. And they're like, there's no way that's not a bad word. But it turns out, like, no, Jinjo's a perfectly fine word.
I think this is a situation where I'm just gonna have to agree to disagree.
What the fuck? Is Rex okay? Is articulate then also bad? Kinda. That has art in it though, so it's more pretty. Anything with art in it is pretty. You can't convince me otherwise because I'm an artiste.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, a lot of artists get their beginning with NSFW stuff.
Oh, hecka.
They really do.
The dude behind High School of the Dead was known for not safe for work, and then that happened and people went insane.
God, I had when I worked the security job at the college, they had a ceramics class. A whole building dedicated to ceramics. The number of times that I would go patrolling in that building and just see a giant sculpture of a dick. Yeah.
Prototype bad dragon designer.
I swear it was... we never got anything normal coming out of those students. It was either not safe for work, or it was something straight out of a nightmare.
I mean, look through my gallery. I feel weird about it because, you go through my gallery and it's like, not safe for work, not safe for work. Extreme body horror, not safe for work. Okay, a lemon! One of the cutest things you can read on the planet. Okay,
Holo, please close your door.
I got you.
Thank ya.
I'm sorry if that was loud too. But, nah, I have, completely safe for work, normal things next to, the crimes of humanity. Sorry, Kathy, you're one of my customers.
What?
You helped fill my gallery with insanely weird shit.
Okay.
Both my galleries. This is not an insult. This is a thank you.
Yeah, I gotta
It is-
say,
it
you've
is-
given me some interesting stuff for Whiskers to draw.
Wait,
Me?
Kathy?
I'm confused.
Yes.
okay.
The long dick.
Oh my god.
Why do you say
Not as-
Why do you say like long man?
Because that
It's
was
not-
what I wanted it to sound like.
I
You
don't
have
wanna-
to admit, what I get is not anywhere near as weird as what Bianca draws sometimes.
You're right. You're right.
What do
The
I
stuff
draw
that
that's,
she
like,
just comes up with that just happens is like, are you okay?
like wait,
Do you need help?
what specifically are you pointing to that's like a personal project of mine?
Everything.
What? So soft reset?
Yes.
Why? Also, I'm looking through my gallery. There's nothing like crazy bad in here. That's personal. That I made for myself.
I mean, to be fair, I did get the Tachigoma TF.
That's not something I made though. I'm talking about like art I made for me, by me, me.
I was about to say, yeah, I commissioned you to draw that.
Yeah, I'll draw that stuff, but like, is there anything that's like self-generated by me that is like insanely bad? I have a
No, I'm just
OneDrive that's-
teasing.
Okay.
Yeah, you should know that. You should have known after a while that Zim was just pulling your leash.
Look, you gotta know I'm self-conscious of hickey heck. Honestly, I'd probably scare the writers I commission more than like my gallery would scare anyone.
Probably.
No, no more bullying. Only pet the Bianca. Pet.
Yo,
Good
again,
point. Good point. Holo shouldn't even be thinking at all. She should just be puppy.
Yes.
Just a nice, feral little girl, you know. A nice little pup on the floor. Crawling around on all fours. Who's a good girl? Puppies can't talk. Oh yes, a nice Houndoom. So obedient.
And a good maid as well.
Oh no, that means I'm hollow.
Oh, no talking.
Wolf.
The PC is satisfactory? What the bullshit? You wanted it to be able to play this game on minimum spec. I gave it so you could play it on recommended specs. You freaking... Get out of my office. Oh god, why am I getting this? Ugh. Intense, evocative, life-changing. Have you experienced TF today? Here are just a few testimonials from our customers. My mother told me about TF and I could hardly believe my eyes. B. Shields, Little Eastwell. What these people are doing is simply beyond words. A. Covington, Lower Dundale. I tried TF last month and I can't stop. C. Wendell, Langfold Lake. With offices in Festerport, Otterspew, and Ilwich, there's no reason why you can't invite us into your life. What have you got to lose? TF, bristling with possibilities. You are subscribed to the TF marketing mailing list. To unsubscribe, please speak to your local TF representative.
Yes, but does it do charity TF?
Oh my god, fuck you. I love how that apparently just absolutely destroyed Holo, and all I was doing was replacing Dynabeard with TF. Now the best part is that all of those things that they said just worked for it.
It was perfect.
Oh.
Well, it had to happen eventually. I was running some new tests with my particle accelerator and suffered a bad magnet quench. It's kind of technical, but imagine superheated magnetic coils and you're not far off. I was lucky to escape alive, but nobody said revolutionizing the world would be easy. Sadly, the machine linked to it wasn't so lucky. Several components were exposed to some extraordinarily high temperatures, and now it will not turn on. Can you please replace whatever's broken and get it both back to me urgently? I need to get back up and running. Science waits for no one. Thanks, Giovanna Sciarra, PhD. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself.
And then physics happened.
And then physics.
I love physics.
She is so easy to break tonight.
No, I'm a wolf.
With just saying the right thing, she will shatter. Isn't that right? My precious little Houndoom. Give me a bark. Good girl.
I don't know if I should come in there and lay at your side or not.
Tug tug. There's a couch right behind me for a reason.
Oh, heck. Oh, whoa.
Sirio? I see that one that you put in there, and it is a falsity. It is an impunity upon my honor.
I see nothing wrong with it. I think everything that they typed is completely true. Nah, there it is again.
Sirio? I'll about time him out.
No.
Fine.
Mod mutiny.
It's okay. I took care of it.
How dare.
I dare because I can. Oh, my finances are not doing well in this game. You want a PC that can run Adobe Photoshop, and your budget is $2,700? Fair enough, I suppose. An Intel Pentium G4500. NVIDIA GTX 960. You had that well cleaned out? Good made. Oh, you missed a spot though. Actually, you missed a lot of spots. This lid is filled with milk still. Rex is working on some other stuff. Also, hey there, Shadow. He's working on his PC and needed to shut it down to work on stuff. Literally any CPU is better than the... Oh, why won't they...
Makes your job easier.
Yep. Why won't they accept used parts? I have so many. That was way too fast.
Oof. How did they get on that? The inner thing right here. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, it's teaching me how to clean my own.
Yeah, you gotta be thorough with these things. Oh, thank you, Shadow. Yeah, I really like this scroll PNG. That's why I'm using it. Well, on the plus side, I've got plenty of coolers left to go. We'll use this one next, so... We're gonna go with a AMD build for this one. Hello?
Oof. Got it. Where is it?
Right underneath the little part there. I'm teaching the two of them slowly how to properly clean stuff. Because apparently neither of them have learned. You what? Well, I will teach you.
My parents literally just fed us pizza and like ordering out every day.
Okay. Ugh. You want the headset?
Right. Cassie cute.
Lies! Falsities!
I don't know. I think Zim would agree. You're pretty heckin' cute.
Oh, I don't swing that way, sorry.
Then what am I?
You're a Houndoom.
Do you only want the boys in the system?
Okay.
Here's Zim. Here's John.
She's broken.
I'm not broken.
We have lost her forever.
That's so mean. Don't say that about someone.
Don't worry. We'll rebuild you into the perfect Houndmaid. Houndmaid. There you go. You are now a Houndmaid.
Houndmaid?
Yes.
I mean...
Though, she did request that that stuff stop.
Oh, okay.
Princess.
Sorry. Ah. Hound Princess.
I'm not a Hound Princess.
With a pretty dress that's totally made for twirling. Magical girl Houndoom.
It's kinda how it goes. I'm about to throw off Houndoom.
Well, that was a series of words.
What? Pastor Goth is good. Thankfully, I'm not just a copy of Bianca like the others. I'm my own thing.
Trident Z Royal. GB 3200. 2 times. What is the current CPU cooler I was going to use? 125 millimeters. Okay. You know, I should really, I don't think, I think the only graphics cards are, or the only thing that is NVIDIA directly is graphics cards.
It's a Raygun.
Yay.
Raygun!
Hello, Mr. Rygon.
What up?
Oh, heck, they're in.
Raygun cute.
We're here.
I am a holo. Hello. Thank you for helping Bianca the other day.
You betcha. Hopefully the stuff we talked about worked for you.
Oh, yeah, we carry a pressure now. And we use it for
Good.
building a PC. Because, we disassociated the Velvet. But instead of losing ourselves, we grabbed the table leg and was like, feel it. Feel it. And that helped.
Good. Grounding usually helps with disassociation, so I'm glad that it was effective for you.
Yeah. Bianca will probably thank you later herself.
I look forward to it.
But yeah, hi Raygon.
Hello.
Have
How
you
you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. Have you seen the new squirrel talkie icon?
Nope.
Well, why aren't you looking at the stream?
I'm busy.
Wait, that's a new icon?
Yeah, I got it yesterday.
Neat.
Oh.
There you go, Raygon.
I like how Bianca's only icon for talking is a mill tank.
Oh, very
because
lovely.
I get to tease her about it.
Looks very nice.
I get to
Very
tease her.
draconic.
Oh yeah, he's a dragon steel type Lucario. You know what? They got the money. We'll give them the 1080.
Yeah, just woke up from a quick nap. Back to story writing. I got the outline done.
Nice.
Yeah. Now to do the actual story.
And yes, Neo, Rygon does exist. Not yet, Sirio.
I imagine that being like the M&M's Christmas commercial with Santa Claus. It's like, they do exist, but it's Rygon.
I mean, what is all that supposed to mean, Neo? That I exist? You sound almost regretful.
New player character unlocked.
Oh yes, that is just me.
Rygon, the hidden boss, is now a playable character.
Rygon, you have tainted me.
How's that?
I want to 100% this game.
Uh-huh.
This is horrible and all your fault.
Yes. Yes, it is. You're welcome. But you're not the only one, though. I think I tainted somebody else earlier, too.
What'd you do?
Turn him into a Vulpix.
Oh, you grabbed that piece with them?
No. That I got outbid on that. But no, this is something separate.
Need to give more love to Houndoom. Praise the Houndoom. Forfeit all mortal possessions to Houndoom.
Hello?
Just took them on voice and just elucidated them into a tiny, fluffy little Vulpin, and they seem to enjoy it.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was fun.
cat. You do that.
I do that.
Oh.
Okay, that's all the parts for that one. Oh god, another diagnose and fix. Oh, so the RAM and the CPU are broken.
What'd they do? Kick it?
Oh, they said it broke itself. But also, apparently, the RAM has to go in one way around. So, you know.
Broke itself. Why are there Windows shards in it? Tell me, client. Tell me.
And they also have viruses.
Hence the window throwing through.
Their budget is 120, though. I'm not gonna believe that they mentioned that might be broken. I don't think I can get a Ryzen 7 1700 for 120 bucks. Yeah, no, that's $350. So, yeah, I'll actually diagnose that one personally. And buy for delivery tomorrow. Are you broken? Oh, you seem to boot just fine. Oh. That one needs to be done. Oh, crap. I didn't actually read or realize that those need to be done. Oh, I really hope I've got the parts to fix this in stock right now.
You already know the answer, Squirt. You already know the answer.
You're right. I definitely do not.
Now that you have accepted the truth, go ahead and buy those parts and put them on one-day shipping.
Well, at least she's okay with used parts, so, you know. There is that, at least. Alright, that can go in there. Wait, those don't even have fans? Okay then. Now this one's ready to go. I do need an influx of cash. Hello. Kinsley Hackett here from Dynabeard. You may remember my previous request for a demo machine. On reviewing the internal request, I noticed that 2 machines are required, although this was not adequately highlighted to me. The client meeting is rapidly approaching, so we will be needing a second machine ASAP to ensure time for testing. I would assume the required specs are as before. Apologies for the short notice. I will be sure to circulate a memo about the importance of highlighting the particulars of these requests in future. Regards, Kinsley Hackett, IT Supervisor. Dynabeard, Shaved by the Bell.
What?
Oh.
Telephone number 44163-254-5239. Just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Kathy is a good Sylveon. They don't even know it.
Oh, they
Bianca
need...
cute.
No.
She is cute. Ah, so this one does not have a good enough CPU for them. Got it. So that is not their build. Gotta figure out what's wrong with this one. And it's gotta be fixed today. Can I just give them a new PC? No, of course I can't. Okay. Power supply. Yep, their old one was broken. Okay.
No, it's my power.
Right gun cute.
Second to this motion. heckin' adorable.
It still is not powering on, which means the motherboard is bad. Oh boy.
19 out of 21 headmates agree Rygon cute.
Glad you all think so.
No, I said 19 out of 21.
Did he stutter?
It's not everyone.
The other two clearly don't matter.
Damn.
Yeah. All I gotta say is I got 2 paws and they have a place to fit right under there. We'll bring them around.
It probably won't take too much convincing.
Okay, they broke their processor. Luckily, I've got a replacement available. I don't remember which CPU cooler was theirs. Okay, their motherboard was good. Okay.
Here you go.
See ya.
Sleep well.
Snow leopards are getting me.
Good night, Holo.
Okay. I'm going. Shut up.
Okay, so that is fine. The processor is broken, but we got that replacement. And thermal paste. Do 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 do. Should have at least powered on though, which is what I'm really confused by here. Wait, did I accidentally put the... No, I did not. For Sailor, I was like, did I accidentally put the old, the broken power supply back in here? But no, we are fine. The Rygon is indeed still cute. Everything is truly as it should be. Alright, got that fixed. Pick up this case. Put that there. Open her up. And let's get to installing. Ah, yes, I can delete this one. Bloop. Yes. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. Varian, hello! How are you, Varian? Alright. Install this one. Got them 2 sticks of memory. Why are you anxious? I'm certain you're gonna have an absolutely great time there, Varian. Okay, I guess, yeah. That needs to be installed first. Then I can install the graphics card. Kaboom. This goes down here. PC part, PCI lock. That should be everything. Uh-oh.
What?
You're laughing.
Yeah, I just remembered something Raijin told me.
Oh?
Yeah, he was doing some artwork one, like a couple days or so ago. And I can't remember exactly how we got to that point, but I was reading out like the prologue to my story Heated.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I had to stop writing because he's like drawing an emotional piece, and here he is listening to something that is very clearly not that. And he's like, I had to stop because I couldn't do it. So I'm just chuckling at that because of I don't know, it's just a funny thought. It's almost like being at a funeral and then somebody starts playing yakety sax or something.
Yeah, you should probably go ahead and sit down and figure out what you actually do need to do, Furry. It'll help you a lot. Alright, Afraid H. What is wrong with your PC? Aside from whatever the hell this case is.
What, you don't want the Aquarium 2000?
What even is this case? Raijin Tech Payan? Huh. $1,600X. I5. 7,500. Okay. And this one has Ryzen 5 1600X. So this one is actually better.
Is it?
Yes. However, the only problem with it is that it doesn't have a good enough graphics card. However, that's relatively easy for me to replace and fix. What was it that they needed? GTX 1080 or 980? Okay. I am holding on to all these graphics cards purely because I saw that there is an achievement for involving having a whole bunch of graphics cards.
Very nice.
Okay, seems like the only problem with this one is no RAM. That is easy to fix. I really want another one of these cases. Yoink. Them and their shiny new components.
Joke.
Hi, Secret Rue. Duke at you. Oh, hey! Buddy wants the egg, but the egg is cold. It does not make sense to the buddy, but the buddy wants the egg. The buddy knows it's an egg, but eggs aren't supposed to be cold, but buddy wants the egg. Give the buddy the egg, but give him warm egg, because cold egg is not right. Thus, the buddy is confused, but the buddy still knows that he wants the egg. Yes, Secret Rue. I've got a, God, I love Martens. They're so precious.
They're babies.
But yes, the Duke is from the Redeem Secret. When I first got the Marten bot, I realized that I was missing out on a bunch of Marten videos because there wasn't a notification. And I love seeing the Marten videos. Even if I've seen them 1,000 times, I still love seeing them. So, I was
that
like...
one webcomic where the guy like is looking at his assumed wife as she like undresses and dresses herself, and she's like, "You've seen it 1,000 times," and he's like, "Yeah, well, I've seen the sunset 1,000 times too."
Yes, exactly. But yeah, so I messaged the guy that made me the Marten bot and was like, "Can we get a TTS Duke that it plays when a video comes up?" And well, here we are.
Duke.
I'm really hoping that the only problem is the RAM, though.
Duke.
I should probably go tear this thing apart just to make sure.
Do they has egg?
No, it has tomato. Because Martens like tomatoes, too.
Seems random, but okay.
What do you mean?
I figured, they would like meat more.
No, Martens are omnivores.
Well, I know that, but I didn't think they would like tomatoes for some reason.
Hey everybody,
Hey.
what vegetable is the biggest pervert?
And again, I've seen otters eating lettuce, so I don't know. They can eat anything, I guess. Anything can eat anything.
Ignored.
Yep.
What is it,
What is it?
Rygon?
At the same time,
It's-
too.
It's tomatoes. Eh?
Oh my god.
They have twice the mating than the other vegetables.
No, that last video was a tomato. Martens really do enjoy tomatoes. Yeah, when it comes to Martens, they will eat basically anything. They are omnivores.
Yep, they are the omnivores.
Humans will also pretty much eat anything.
Any animal can eat anything. Whether it's good for them or not is another thing.
This is true.
Like, technically everything's edible at least once.
Yes.
Crap. Oh yeah. Plants develop a defense system that makes animals not want to eat it. Humans. Man, this shit delicious. Let's grow a lot of it. Plants. Wait, that's illegal.
Then we breed them so that they're even more so than usual.
Yeah. Alright. How many gigs was it? Memory. 8
Like
gigs,
Scoville's-
2666. 8 gigs,
The
2666.
Scoville scale was made in 1912? Wow.
saved 8 GB. And that will be within their budget. Excellent.
There's a pepper called Naga Viper?
Doesn't surprise me.
So, Rygon,
Yes.
what do you think of the Helldivers 2 controversy?
I'm just glad to see gamers finally starting to stand up to these poor practices.
Yeet.
Just wish people were doing it sooner. Like, their wallets and their voices really do matter for these things. Imagine how quickly, you know, what do you call it, pre-orders would have gone out the window and more developed games would have come in and people had said, no more, we're not doing this. Or microtransactions, if people said, no more, we're not doing this.
Can we get game companies to stop making their own stupid launchers that barely work half the time?
I mean, there's a lot of things, and you know, I'm sad that it had to take a PlayStation Network account of all things for people to finally get riled up, but you know, small beginnings, I suppose.
Yeah, it drives me so crazy when we get all of these companies that are just like, you download their game and then they're like, oh, you can't just use your Steam account for this, you have to also sign up for our stuff. Like, no.
Yeah, Origin's super bad about that. I've just straight up started avoiding using their games at all because it's like, even if I get it on Steam, I still have to go through their big launcher, and it's just a headache and I have to use.
I will go even further. Everybody remembers the absolute joy and pleasure that was Games for Windows Live.
Oh, God.
Listen,
I can't remember.
there's always
I
going
guess.
to when something dies, there is always going to be at least like a couple of people that are like sad about it, you know? When Games for Windows Live, it was like that ceasefire during World War I on Christmas where everybody joined together in joy and harmony when that crap died a horrible death. It was that garbage.
Yeah. I will freely say, when I want to play The Sims, I pirate it.
I don't blame you.
I own it. I'm only pirating the versions that I own. But the fact is, the pirated versions are the superior versions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you make a product that is better stolen than it is paid for, then you might want to rethink things.
Yeah, I own them. I bought them legitimately. I just will not download it through their service.
People will pay for convenience. I mean, like when you pirate a game, you have to go to somewhat shady websites, download it, probably get a cracker or something. And ideally, for game developers, they just go, oh, just buy it on Steam and download it, and that's it. And the more that you put in front of being able to play that game, the more people will want to pirate it. Because it becomes less convenient and more expensive, of course.
Well, not to mention, some of those games nowadays are just straight up inaccessible. Because they're just no longer on the market in one version or the other. And Nintendo is especially bad about this. You know, like they can go ahead and fight against emulators all they want, but point is, they're not providing an alternative for their product. I can't exactly just go on and just click a button, pay $5-10 for one of their old games and play it. No. If I want to play those games, I have to go through that other method.
Plus, even when they do, it's normally something ridiculous like $30 for a 50-year-old game.
Mm-hmm.
I will still pay the $30 if I want to play it.
If it's okay with you, then all for it, but
I also almost never want to play them anyways, but it's like I will not. I just want to play these things on the official versions. Like with The Sims, it's like I enjoy The Sims a lot. Specifically The Sims 3, because I didn't care for The Sims 4, but that's a whole other thing. That's mostly because they nickel and dime literally everything. Pay $15 for vacuum cleaners! Uh-huh.
That's really bad about that.
Yeah. At least The Sims 3, they weren't as egregious, and it was okay then. But Sims 4, they changed.
In Sims 3, it was all just a springboard to see what people would be willing to pay for. And people should have been all up in arms even then back then. And just going like, no, we're not paying just for something that should have been in the game to begin with.
I mean, to be fair, The Sims has always been a game that's had a bunch of expansions. I mean, there were a lot of expansions for The Sims 2, if I remember.
Oh, yes. And
But
even The Sims 1 had a whole bunch.
The difference is, The Sims 2 and Sims 1 felt like complete games. You didn't need those expansions.
By themselves. And now we've got The Sims 4, and it's like, here's an expansion for your expansion. Literally, the Pets DLC. It came out for The Sims 4 with less than what the Sims 3 version had, and then they released a stuff pack for the Pets expansion.
It's DLC for DLC. Someone help us.
And let's not even get into their whole microtransaction store.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they never went the route of selling straight up just other people's mods as their own stuff.
I'm pretty sure they would if they could get away with it. I mean, Steam technically tried that, and it blew up over a weekend, and they were like, yeah, we're never doing this again.
Well, no, what Steam tried was paid mods, which I'm on the fence about.
The problem here... Oh, go ahead.
Like, when it comes to mods, I definitely feel like those mod devs should get some support. Like, especially some of those mods out there that are just absolutely insanely well made, that have a whole team behind them. My problem is that the implementation of it was... Steam and Bethesda were taking too big of a cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I said, paid mods, because they were taking a cut.
I would have been okay if it was like 5% to Steam, 5% to Bethesda, and then the rest to the developer.
Yeah.
But no, I think it was... I think if I recall correctly, it was egregious, like 50% going to Steam and Bethesda, and then only 50% going to the developer, if even that much. What was that cut, actually?
I don't remember.
I mean, I could kind of get it if they were active in the development of the mod and the maintaining of the mod, but somehow I doubt that.
Oh!
See, I think...
Okay.
Oh?
Holy shit.
What was it, like 80%?
75% goes to Valve and the publishers.
Oh my god, that's stupid.
At that point, why bother even doing the mod at all with them?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The other thing is that, as soon as it launched, people were also just taking the piss out of it. I remember there was like a mod that was being sold for like $500, and all it did was put an apple on a table in Skyrim, and that's it. That's all it did. And they put it up there specifically because they wanted to troll and they hated the system. And the other problem is that mods tend to use framework from other mods. So if you go with pay mods, does everybody get a cut? Does that specific person who made that specific mod get that cut?
Yeah.
And
Either way.
What if? Go ahead.
Either way, when it comes down to it, it's like, it's a good concept that I can get behind, but it requires some very careful implementation. Hello there, Avalios.
Avalios!
Flo, you're saying, your 2 cents is that the idea of paid mods is inherently not bad. So many creative people pour countless hours into things enjoyed by so many, but they hardly see anything for it outside satisfaction that people enjoy it. Yeah. The only real issue is, like most things, it's a good idea that relies on people to act like their best selves. Yes.
Yeah.
Like the, what was it, Inigo? I know there was a mod for Skyrim that added a follower, which was a Khajiit, with so many actually well done voice lines. And he would actually talk to you with literally anything you did in the game. Inago. I loved it. That is a mod that is worth being paid for. The content that it added, and it wasn't like you could adjust it. If you felt like he was being too annoying and talking too much, you could just, okay, talk less. But for me, I was like, oh man, I want to go see all the things just to see what he says. Oh yeah, he will read a few of the books to you. I think you're right. And it's like, that was a beautiful mod with a lot of passion in it that I would have been happy to throw money at him. It is a tricky area too. They bring up a good point that the freedom that's afforded by mods being so open in their development, that free range allows for so much quality in things being built off other things. But monetizing that would be impossible past a certain point if we have some super quality mod built off 10 other mods. Yeah.
That's something that can be worked with, though. You can replace those pieces with your own, or the company can help you to fill in those blanks. Like, I definitely don't disagree, but at the same time, there are solutions to that are reasonable.
Yeah, but you're asking reasonable solutions from greedy, unreasonable companies.
For me, I actually like the idea of paid mods only because it allows the mods to be kept up to date with the game's lifespan. Because how many mods have we seen where, the game updates like 0.5%, and suddenly that mod is dead, it's never being worked on again. It's a great mod, but now because it's outdated, it no longer works with the game at all.
And a lot of those developers for the mods just face burnout or they wind up needing to get a job because they're just not making enough money off of it.
Yeah. So I think there can be a coexisting system, but kind of like you found out, Squirrel, 75% for the company purely just to host the mod is ridiculous. If there was
Yeah.
more behind the scenes, like, hey, they are actively involved in the development and maintaining the mod, I could agree with it being higher than that 5% that we put out earlier. But even so, like, if a person is putting the majority of their time, or a team is putting the majority of their time and energy into developing the mod themselves, they should get the majority of the pay cut. They're the ones who made it. It's their product.
Agree.
Yeah.
And then there's the mods that add copyrighted things into it.
Yeah.
That's another minefield that I don't think a lot of companies want to deal with. I mean, if the mod is free, then
But
you know.
that can be filtered out, though.
And that, yeah, those can be like, well, unfortunately, you cannot charge for this. But, like, when it comes to mods that are built off of other mods, it's like you can reference that mod. So then, you know, okay, you want to play with this mod? Well, you're going to need to go get that mod as well, this framework. Or they could set it up where, okay, 5% of every purchase for this mod goes back to that one. Because we use their code.
Personally, I don't find much of an issue with that. I mean, it's no different than your basic DLCs for game, which require the base game to play the DLCs. So, you know, having mods that require frameworks of other mods, like, I mean, I don't think that's a hard ask.
No, it isn't. And, like, there are things to consider in this that would be a pain in the ass. Like, one major problem is developers deciding to just abandon their mod and never updating it again. However, on that front, it's like, well, it can still fall under the Steam refund policy.
Yeah. I think the point being for the whole shebang that we're talking about here is ultimately it's a system that could work, and it would be in the benefit of both the consumer, the company, and the developers. It's just never been implemented correctly, and now people are very hesitant on it for good reason. You know, I know for a fact that if I were to develop something, I put a lot of love and care and time into it, and then it turns out I don't even get anything for my time. Like, yeah, of course I'd be mad.
I just feel that the biggest problem here was purely the fact that I know that there were definitely people that were just like, paid mods? Ugh! There were definitely people like that. But I feel like the majority of people were like, wait, they're taking how much? You mean we're buying this mod and you're taking 75% of it is going to Bethesda's pockets? What?
Yeah, they're all they're literally doing is just hosting it. You know, they weren't maintaining it, they weren't helping with development, they were just hosting.
Well, that's the funny thing is that
I know.
not even Bethesda wasn't even hosting it. It was all on Valve. Bethesda was getting money from those, and they did nothing except for put out the game that it's a mod for. They have no stake in these mods whatsoever.
Yeah.
They were just trying to milk a little extra money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it was. I'm trying to confuse me with facts. Yeah, I mean,
To be honest,
I think it's doable. I really do think it's doable.
Yeah.
But we're not going to see it anytime soon, and for good reason. So, you know, I'll be happy going to get my mods, and I'll let somebody else make the mod curation list for me, and I'll deal with that.
I will say we've basically been seeing it with Minecraft. At least as far as I understand, a lot of those mods that you can buy now are actually fan-made.
Yeah. Yeah, you can buy fan-made stuff, and some of that stuff is pretty high quality. There's one complaint that I have is that it's very difficult to smush a lot of those mods together so you can play with multiple mods at the same time.
Yeah.
That's one issue that I have.
And then my other issue is, like, they didn't stop where they should have with that. Mojang did, or Microsoft did not stop where they should have, because that version of Minecraft, you can't even upload your own skins. You have to buy skins from them, and those are your only option. Which, that alone is like, seriously? But, that said, it's a concept that could be expanded on, and we just need a company that will actually do it properly. Let's see here. Your favorite Skyrim mod store item was the totally immersive bucket, some assembly required. There was some sticks and rope in a pile in your house. That's great, Varian. Yeah, I definitely saw a lot of those paid mods that were nothing more than just a freaking meme.
I'm pretty sure there was a horse armor mod.
Oh, definitely.
But the way I look at it is, if you're gonna do it, you need to do it like very small to see if what you've set up will actually work out, and then slowly start expanding.
Yeah.
Like that kind of model to other games.
What I would love to see is... I would love to see some of this stuff come about. My brain just died on where I was going to go with that.
Well, I got something. Let me put it this way. If there is a mod you really, really like, then look up the developers and see if they have any kind of like donation thing. Because more than likely, if it's especially a big project, they will probably have either a donation thing or a Patreon or something like that. If you want to throw a little money as a way of showing support.
Neo, yeah, I've heard good things about Larian. Oh, right, I remember where I was gonna go. One thing I would love to see is basically a creator club, but not run by Bethesda. We can't trust Bethesda. We can't trust EA or such. But a system where the developer puts aside a team that actually works with mod makers, and they could totally have some requirements for getting into that program, but it could turn into paid DLC that has the company actually backing it, or not paid DLC, paid mods, but it has the company actually backing it, and that way you also have that peace of mind that, okay, well, at least we know that the company behind it will update the mod if the mod dev decides to just stop, so our money isn't wasted.
Actually, there is a company that has the clout to do it and has done it successfully in the past. Valve.
Oh, yeah.
Team Fortress started out as a mod, and then they were like, yo, this is great, let's get some more development on it and make it a full-fledged game. Obviously, Team Fortress is dead now, but it was very successful. Counter-Strike started out as a mod,
yeah,
and then they were like, hey, this is really cool, let's make it into a full-fledged game, and now it's Gambling City.
I feel like Valve could pull off this stuff properly, definitely. Like,
the
yeah...
problem is... Sorry.
Like, I am hesitant to put the blame on Steam, on Valve for the whole paid mod, how that all went. I could believe that they had their 30%. But, like, my assumption with that, it was probably Steam got their, 30% that they do for everybody. And then the rest of that 75% was probably going to Bethesda. I very much believe that Bethesda was the one that just fucked that all up.
I don't know, but I think obviously because of how all that went, I don't think Valve is really going to be in any rush to try that again.
Oh yeah, I don't think they are. They could, but I think it's one of those once bitten, twice shy kind of things now. Which is a shame.
Another thing to note about, with Counter-Strike and Team Fortress is they didn't just pick up the mod and then just repackage it and sold it. They actually developed it a little bit more, before they actually sold it.
That's one thing I've always been happy about with Valve is, like, every time they do pick up one of those companies, or one of those games, they are not just, we buy it and now we sell it again. No, they're actually putting work into it. They're not just releasing it as is.
Or buying it and turning around and shut it down after one successful game. Microsoft, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know. Something got caught on my throat.
You're right, Flo. There are a lot of mods that are very small changes, quality of life stuff, little fun additions, like you're saying there. Things that are so minute that, yeah, the nickel and diming would get crazy if they were able to charge for those.
Yeah. That's why I think that to start out, if you're gonna do paid mods, you need to do, like, for mods that really take off, like, obviously Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, DayZ, and start with paid mods on that front. Like, a company sees how that a certain mod has gotten big, and then they're like, okay, what if we support them, officially support them, and then do it that way.
Yeah. Like, they can still have the free version of it, and then there's like, well, here's the free version. It's still here, you can still get it, but here's an upgraded premium version that has a little cost to it, but is much more in tune with the game itself. Or
much more stable,
up to date, yeah. That would work. Provided, greediness wasn't part of the picture. That's what killed the whole... That's what's killed all of those ideas so far, is greed.
Yeah. Capitalism. Yay. But I think you're right. I think if you get the right people in charge, you could make it work. But it would still be difficult, but it could work.
You feel like there's a step that's also gets missed here, because in your head it feels like there's too easy an emphasis that's put on the end consumer to be paying in like that, when realistically it feels like there should be that in between. That's the one paying out with a solid, reliable pay front to keep things from scaling exponentially out of control. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that, Flo.
That's for people who know money better than I to figure out.
I'm a little confused.
I mean, I don't disagree. I think it's consumer protection what Flo is talking about. It's just I don't know enough about that kind of stuff to, say yay or nay to it. So I'm just gonna say it's yep. You made a point.
I mean, another thing I've got to put out here is I'm not a business person. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a person who operates these storefronts or distribution networks or all that stuff. For all I know, there could be like 500 different things I'm missing that prevents this from working. So everything I say should be taken with a grain of salt. But I still think that maybe there is a way that paid mods could work.
It's something
That
that
isn't
there's
Bethesda.
yeah. There's a potential for this. Just it needs some more thought and needs to be it needs to remember what makes mods so appealing in the first place. It isn't about just making bank for anybody. It's about having fun with a game that you love.
That's the thing, you know, I kind of get why people might not want mods, because there's this sort of glory and prestige of, I don't know if it's really prestige, but of someone loving a game so much that they're willing to work on it basically for free because they love it so much. And then if you add a dollar sign to it, it becomes less genuine, I guess.
Is it any less genuine than some of the great classic games that we have played before? Developed by truly passionate developers?
That's true, but, you know, passion doesn't pay bills at the end of the day, unfortunately.
Indeed.
But I do get it. Once you put a dollar sign on something, it loses that, you know, genuineness of a mod being made because somebody loved it, or somebody wanted to fix something because they actually gave a damn. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they shouldn't get paid. I'm, you know, obviously in y'all's camp, but I do see where a lot of the other side is coming from, you know?
I mean, Flo, you definitely don't. You definitely make some good points, but ultimately, I think a big part of it is we just don't know how it would develop. We can assume, but we don't truly actually know how something like this would develop because we've never really seen a very successful, you know, aspect of it. Minecraft has probably been the closest to it, and obviously even it has its little bumps. But, like, I don't think free mods are ever truly going to go away. Mostly just because, you know, some people, they just don't want to deal with the business side of things, or they just don't know how to deal with the business side of things. Sure, certain trends could come and go, but that's the same with just about any game. And you see it with mods too, even the free mods, where, you know, certain trends will come and go.
Yep.
Like, I can't tell you how many games include, like, Thomas the frickin' Tank Engine because he's just simply a meme.
Yeah.
But I do think that paid mods, I do think that they could be a benefit overall to not only in ensuring the longevity of games that we all love, but also ensuring that people who develop them get to see their fair due, especially since they are developing for a game that they truly care about. Yeah. Some of them could see careers out of it. And the games themselves might become even richer. Hell, we could even see some games just straight up integrate some mods into them just because they're good, like quality of life mods.
Yep.
Hey there, Noel. And that is one thing that I would love to see companies do. Is instead, like, one thing that I would definitely like to see more, some companies do is instead of just... Instead of going this route of what they've been doing with the paid mods, how about approaching the developers of these mods and offering to integrate them?
Yeah.
You could
that sounds
even...
like a good idea.
Yeah. Come up with a contract of some sort where, hey, they can still offer feedback on how the mod gets, you know, the integration gets implemented and how it develops in the future and stuff.
And we have seen examples of that succeed. Like,
Bringing back Valve again.
not Valve. What's that city development game? Or the second
City Skylines?
City Skylines. City Skylines
Yes.
did something like that. Where they brought in like mods that people had or developed, and they just made them part of the game. They just simply said, hey, this is creative content made by other users, and anything that your purchase will help them. Yeah, and I think it was done fairly well.
I will definitely agree.
Yeah, it didn't really destroy their modding scene into just becoming paid mods. Like, goodness knows that game has a very healthy modding community, but it allowed for just a few developers who put in that little extra sparkle to really get something for their work.
And I will definitely say that I know if I were a developer of a mod, the biggest honor that I could ever have as the developer there is to have the actual game developer be like, hey, we love this. Can we implement it? Can we integrate it? I'm just going to sit here like, hell yes! Where do I sign?
Like I said, a lot of mods come from a place of passion.
Yeah.
People make mods because they like the game, usually.
Yeah. Anyway, my argument to the whole thing is, I think it's doable. I do. Like, we can put in all these barriers, all these problems, and personally, I think that they can be overcome. I think there is a correct way to integrate paid mods with the overall game systems, whatever they may be. Has it been done yet? I can't say. There's been some examples of like some limited successes, and there's been certainly some examples of not very good success or not very good integrations. But that doesn't mean that it can't happen. So that's all I'm going to end on is I think it can happen. That's just my personal opinion to the whole thing. Mostly because we've been talking about this back and forth for a while now, and I don't really think there's anything more we can truly say about it.
I mean,
Fair.
there's going to be bumps with a system like this. At the end of the day, no matter how hard you want to try, there is going to be bumps, but I think that the positives would potentially outweigh the negatives. Like, say, early access. That's had a lot of problems. There are people who have gamed that system, but there's a lot of good that came from that, you know?
Yes.
I think that gaming has been better with the implementation of early access than worse. And I think the same could be done with, you know, paid mods.
Yeah, I agree, Flo. It requires everybody to be their best self, and that's kind of a high bar to ask, but that doesn't mean it can't happen.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll get those companies that are just like, they truly care about the community, they're truly selfless, they have the developers' best interests at heart, and everybody gets to walk away with a win-win. But we'll see.
Speaking of community, can companies start vetting their community managers?
I know, right?
Because when Helldivers 2 was doing its whole controversy, the community manager was a real piece of shit.
I didn't hear about that. I know the developers for Helldivers were like, guys, go out there, downvote
the
this.
developers. The community manager basically pulled out that old argument of, oh, this isn't the first game to ask you to, you know, sign into a third party, so why are you angry at us? You know, the whole whataboutisms. And to be fair, he did eventually come around. He did backpedal on that, but still. And yes, the developers themselves were, you know, obviously they didn't want to do this. From what I can tell, anybody that wasn't Sony did not want this garbage in.
Yeah. I still love the cape that they released.
What?
Did you not see the Helldivers 2 devs released a cape for the game that is literally the down votes on their game.
That is incredible.
It's up in media sharings. Oh no, I think it was been general gaming. Yeah. General gaming. I'll bring it up on stream since we're talking about it.
Oh dang, Young, yeah, I haven't watched that guy in a while. Oh my god, that is glorious.
How do we handle negative reviews? Other devs, let's buy fake reviews, maybe they'll forget. Arrowhead, let's put it in the game so we never forget. They called it the Prodigal Son. This cape's cropped length symbolizes the brevity of galactic conflicts, thanks to the efficiency of the Helldivers.
That's great.
That is exactly how they went about it, Flo. Except not really, because one of the head devs said, yeah, go downvote it. It makes us have more power against Sony.
Well, that's exactly it. Like, they were probably making the point to begin with. They just didn't have the numbers to back them up.
Yeah.
And now they actually had something they could point at and say, see?
Basically, publishers, listen to your game devs. They make the sausage.
Yeah.
You just focus on shipping them out to whatever retailers exist still. I don't know. What do publishers do again?
They advertise it, I guess?
They pay the bills until, you know...
Until they don't.
Cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
But yeah, I just hope that Helldivers 2 and the developers recover from all this negative publicity, and for everybody not to forget what Sony did. Because I have a feeling the way that Sony words it is that they're gonna try again, like a little bit more sneakily later on, you know?
Oh, they always do. If not this game, they'll do it with other games. They'll test it until eventually they can springboard it in whatever way they want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it's always been. That's why you have to say no, and you have to say no strongly when you see the little, you know, inklings of, you know, the microtransactions or the loot boxes or whatever, you know, bad business practices coming down the line. Because even though it's not so bad now, that's just the test. They're testing to see if they can get away with it and how successfully they can get away with it, and then they springboard it onto all their other products once they know how the impact in the community is going to take it.
Shine, do not speak falsehoods. I's fierce, not cute. But yes, everybody else is cute.
Wait, the PS5 had lower enemy health pools and better spawns?
I believe it.
Hey, Shine.
Shine.
They tend to do stuff like that for console releases of games.
Mostly because players have a harder time actually playing the game on consoles because controllers.
Yeah.
PC Master Race.
I mean, it's just a straight up mechanical thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I just hope that they recover, and I also hope that this has a knock-on effect for other people to be like, hey, other games are doing this kind of garbage too. Maybe we should tell these companies to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see, though. Sometimes companies are just like, oh, well, players aren't playing or buying our game, shut down the whole thing forever and ever and toss them to a dark closet and try again later. You know, how many game franchises have we seen just straight up die because they didn't do quite as well as the developers had hoped, even if they were successful.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, the horse armor thing. Everybody was making fun of that, and now horse armor is probably the least egregious DLC. That's how bad it is when you need to say no, and you need to say no constantly.
Yeah. Well, and for the company sides, their whole thing is just to make profit. How can they say no to utilizing those kind of practices when that one horse DLC armor paid for more? Like, they earned more from that than they did for entire games.
Yeah, probably.
Like, God, what was it? I think I remember hearing a thing, and you and I talked about it, I believe, Zim, where I think WoW introduced, like, the sparkly horse whatever, and they earned more from that, like, silly little skin than they did for the entirety of StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, you honestly cannot blame companies when they choose to pursue these practices when they're just that successful. They're not here for the people. They're not here for the consumer. They're there to make money, and that makes money. That's why literally the only times they will ever listen is when they see profit loss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, but I don't know. I just hope better things come from that whole controversy, And also, apparently, Hi-Fi Rush was outselling Bethesda. I mean, to be fair, that's not really that hard. That's not really that hard considering Bethesda's current track record.
The big difficulty that we just keep running into is people forget. They look at this stuff and they're like, well, at least it isn't that.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's how they get you,
Yeah. It's exactly how they get you, exactly what they plan, exactly what they want.
It reminds me of the boiling frog antidote. You ever heard of that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just they put a frog in cold water and then they slowly up the temperature until by the time they realize they're boiling, it's too late. And that's what companies are doing.
Indeed. That's why I say you have to say no, and you have to say no like hard every single time.
Yes.
Because that's just them turning up the temperature when they introduce these scummy little things, and it's tolerable now. But how long is it going to be until eventually you realize that every single game has followed in that little springboard's footsteps? Like, how many games do we know nowadays that include microtransactions, or that used to include loot boxes until, Europe and other places started saying, no, we can't have that? How many children's games include gambling mechanics?
Oh, God.
Let's take a look over at mobile games. Mobile games, they don't have to be the way they are. Legitimately, the only reason why they way they are is because consumers aren't saying no. They're like, oh, it's just a mobile game. Who cares that they're trying to swindle me out of $50 for, something meaningless? It's not a PC game. It's not a console game, so who cares? And the fact of the matter is you should.
That infuriates me because there's good games on the mobile market. And not just, oh, it's good, for a mobile game. No, they're good games.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that they were on mobile. It's just that they're drowned out and now they have a negative association with all the garbage on there that does have gambling mechanics.
And yeah, Shine, the region lock is still there. It's unfortunately something that a lot of people are overlooking. I know somebody else brought up the region lock. The fight's not over yet. But there's so many people out there that are...
Doesn't affect me, so I don't care.
Or
that's their attitude.
they have that attitude, or they're like, oh, I just want this discussion to stop already.
Yeah, I've
And
been there too.
I'm like, I understand that it is tiring. War is tiring, and that is what we are waging here.
But we have to wage it, because if we don't, then our games are going to cease to be games at some point. They're just going to be little money grabbers, where previously, you know, they were something that we used to relax. They were something that we used in order to get away from life. That we could just, you know, spend our $10, $20, $30 and have ourselves, you know, an experience, and then we can set it aside and get on with living. Pretty soon, it's not going to be that. Soon you're going to be spending $200, $300, $400 on a single game just so you can pay for an energy bar that doesn't need to exist.
I remember a while ago, during the whole Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot box fiasco, that there was a story about there was a story about a kid who spent like $2,000 on FIFA, or, you know, the sports game. And it's like, how?
I am
Well, first of all, obviously the parents should have been there to stop them, but also, how can a game that's rated E, I think FIFA is rated E, how can it have gambling mechanics like that and be swindling people?
Well, that's exactly why I said, like, there's a lot of children's games out there that utilize gambling mechanics purposefully, simply because that audience has not developed their brains enough in order to work against that.
Yeah.
The frontal lobe, which controls your ability to make those kind of decisions, just isn't developed. So they're easy prey.
Well, it's not only that, but there's a lot of people with mental health, like, Ragon, I know you're very familiar with it. It's something that very few people actually get help with that need it. And
I have to stay away from mobile games.
Same.
Because if I don't, I know I'm going to spend money I don't have on those stupid little games. I've done it, and I'm like, no. I spend like $100, $200 on a game. It's like, for shitty little things, I'm like, I don't have the ability to say no to this. I have to stay away from it.
Same.
And there's a lot of people out there that don't have that kind of self-awareness, where they will continue spending that money, not understanding why they aren't able to say no.
I know that I need to say no. And every time that I give them a chance, like, okay, maybe I can be strong enough this time. Sure enough, there goes $5, there goes $10, there goes this, it's like, I can't take the risk to even install them anymore. I know Kerr keeps wanting me to install his, Fate or something. Yeah, I think it is Fate. Or, no. Either way, he's got this one that they've got a big anime series. It's got the Holy Grail thing, and
oh, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, it's got a decent story, but it still uses gacha mechanics.
Yeah, and he keeps proclaiming that that he's never spent a single dime on it. And it's like, no, you have, Kerr. And Kerr, if you hear this, I love
people who don't. Who can't.
Yeah, Kurt, if you hear this, I love you, but you have spent that money. You cannot say that you've never spent money on it when you have spent money on it.
I'm the weird person that hates gambling. Not because, you know, obviously people get addicted to it. I just hate randomization in video games in general. Like, even like Diablo random loot, the entire game is based upon random loot. I lose interest instantly because I'm just that weird person.
And that's fine, but there's plenty of people who just can't.
I know. I'm not, up here pounding my chest saying, haha, I'm better than y'all. I'm just saying I'm weird.
I
And
know.
also,
I know that Warcraft Rumble or whatever that came out. I was curious. I decided to download it. And it was an enjoyable little game. Until I hit a wall. And before I knew it, I had spent $5 on it.
and that's how they get
And
The way we want to play the game.
yeah, I hit that wall and I want to play the game. It's actually an enjoyable game. But then it's like, I have to spend money to get past this, but I want to keep playing it. And I didn't even realize it until afterwards. I'm like, God damn it, I promised myself I wouldn't. It's a legitimate mental health problem that they are just exploiting the hell out of.
you. Yep.
And I see in the comments that people are mentioning Warframe actually has a good economy system. And honestly, great. I'm glad. But for every good economy system, you know for a fact that there's hundreds that aren't. That
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
aren't. You know, how many games do we know that include a little timer and you have to spend money in order to just skip past that timer?
Oh, I
You
know.
artificial barriers that don't need to exist.
Anyway, this stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm kidding.
But that's one of the reasons why I absolutely was horrified when I saw Genshin Impact succeed, because it is a mobile game. It's a mobile game on the PC, and because it saw success, I fully expect we're going to see more games like it come out onto the market, and people are going to pay into it. I do not want to see PC gaming become the mobile market. I do not want to see consoles become the mobile market. Hell, I don't want to see the mobile market be the mobile market.
Amen to that.
But because there is profit to be made off of that, and now that they have examples and precedents to work off of, that's the route they're going to go. And you know that they're going to go. Just because we haven't seen more Genshin Impacts yet does not mean that they're not currently in development. Mark my words, and I do truly mean mark my words, in the next 2-3 years, we're going to see other Genshin Impact games come out onto the market, and their successes or failures are going to determine how the PC market is going to look for probably the next decade.
That's also why I couldn't get into card games, is because of all that nickel and diming. It feels like.
Oh, that's the
packs
other
and
problem
stuff.
with this one.
Oh,
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with this PC, and then I realized, oh, their CPU cooler is not running. The fans
that'll
aren't
do.
spinning. Well, they don't
Yeah, I do
say
think-
anything against used parts, so cool. Yeah, go on.
I think that things can get better if we make it better. If we
Well,
tell
it's just-
companies, no, we don't want microtransactions. We don't want your stupid online launcher garbage that half the time doesn't work. We just want to play games, and we're willing to pay you to play games.
Well, that's one of the reasons why having an indie market is so essential right now, because it's showing that there can be great success just in the fact that you made a game, a complete game, and put it out onto the market.
Yes. Which is why I was kind of upset when I can't remember the name of that company. The people who made Hi-Fi Rush got closed down because they just made a good game. It didn't need DLC, it didn't need microtransactions. They just released a good game. And it, from what I've heard, it sold really well, and they still got shafted. Because Microsoft is stupid. because these companies don't just want a lot of money, they want all the money. They're not happy with some growth. They need all the growth. Their investors need their money back yesterday, after all.
This person is okay with used parts, so I am just throwing in all of the extra case fans that I have just collected. There is such a mixture of case fans in here. And I'm not done.
Oh, if it works, it works.
Let's
If
see
it
it
works, it
overheat this
works.
time. Yeah, investors are definitely a big part of the problem. Not the only problem, but a big part of it. Because, yeah, they are probably the biggest reason why we're having all of these problems. Yeah, there's
so many of
definitely...
them just don't know what's going on. They don't know the market. They're just, hey, toss money, make more money back.
Yes.
They have absolutely zero understanding of how to do that in a healthy way. They just want money and as much money as possible, which encourages poor practice.
But from what I understand, a lot of these investors are people who started out in like other goods market, like snacks or something like that. Those types of markets where you just make a product, you throw it out, and you just get money from it. They don't understand how the process of art works. They just see video games as another product instead of its own unique thing. The people that own Warframe also own a major chicken distribution network. What?
Yeah, Flo, these investors are wanting more and more and more and more and more. And it's like, guys, you just released a very successful game. You've made a whole bunch of money off of it. And now now they're having to lay off people because the investors want more profit.
Yep. And I guarantee you, at the end of the year, record-breaking profits. I remember when Blizzard pulled that.
Oh, we talked about that a lot last night.
We laid off over 500 employees, but we made record-breaking profits.
And also, Bobby Kotick is getting another $1 million bonus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh no, not 10 cent. No, why you bring them up?
Yeah. I know one game that I will definitely say, they're not the gacha style stuff, but they have... I love Guild Wars 2. But even that one is dangerous for me to play. Because you can buy gems and convert that into gold. And, you know, gold is... money makes the world go round. And it's like...
Yep.
I have, in the past, multiple times bought gems in that game just to turn it into gold. And it's a problem I have. And it's a problem I just can't control. Yeah, there are a lot of nickel and dimes for permanent account upgrades too. Yeah. Like, I will definitely praise Guild Wars 2 for at least not going the route of, you know, loot box. Well, okay. They've started doing that. But at least they have an option where you can get the loot box for cheaper, or you can pay a little bit more and just get exactly what you want. So at least there's that. But again, I'm doing that same thing that we need to fight against. Is okay, at least they've got this instead of, you know, that. Yeah, there's a lot they do that's fair, and there is a lot that they don't. But also, at least they don't charge you a monthly fee to play.
Yeah.
At least I know that anytime I want to, which this is actually a good thing. Like, I am okay, like, I don't feel bad about supporting them with these transactions, because anytime I want to, I can just boot up the game and play. I do not have to worry about any problems, anything going wrong. I don't have to worry about paying $15 a month. I can just play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which, when it comes to MMOs, it's the only one that has that. Yes, there are free
Play it up
MMOs.
until you can't.
Well, with
So that's a different problem.
With Guild Wars 2, it's a complete game. You buy it and you can, it's just like Skyrim, or, you know, any of those other games, you know, the Fallout, Skyrim, my brain is not wanting to think of others. I am still sick, so brain doesn't work so well. You buy the game and you can enjoy the story as much as you want. You can advance as much as you want. All of their microtransactions are cosmetic.
So you're telling me it's not an MMO then?
It is an MMO.
Well, that's what I mean. And MMOs always have the inherent weakness that they can just get turned off, and then all that stuff you invested, all that time you put in, it's just gone.
Ah, that side of things. Yeah, that is a problem. That is a concern. However, I will also say that I trust the company behind it more than others, because they still have their first one going. Like, Guild Wars 2 has been out for how long now?
A while.
To the Google.
Yeah, to the Google. Guild Wars 2...
and it's not like I don't trust them to not have a plan in the event that they ever decide to turn off the service, but that's still the inherent danger with MMOs, that you could invest all that time, money, energy, marriages, I don't know. Yeah. And there's that risk that the game could just one day just disappear and you're just left up, you know, shit creek without a paddle.
Yeah.
It was released August 28th, 2012.
Wait, they refunded Path of Fire for you after you bought and bounced off for playing about 5 hours? So
that's reasonable.
So literally you just didn't play it enough, so they refunded it to you? You didn't ask for it, Strato? I'm just flabbergasted that a company would just do that, like... I mean, even if you did ask, it's like, that is still... You hit a wall playing solo in Path of Fire's DLC? Yeah, I can definitely see that. Path of Fire was a very challenging one. Mm-hmm. But it's also... It's an MMO. It's not one of those walls of, oh, you have to buy this upgrade. You have to buy this piece of equipment or something. No, it's just a wall of... It's just a difficult DLC. Or expansion. You need to be running around with other players. The solo Yeah, the solo experience of Path of Fire is not great.
That's one of the reasons I'm a little resistant to playing Helldivers 2, is even though it's a good game, it still
Yeah.
requires me to play with friends in order to get the full game experience. I'd rather just play by myself, mostly because, you know, my friends have played and now they're not playing the game, so it's just kind of like, and I don't want to play with randoms.
You bought it and you got gems with it. You didn't touch the gems, but they refunded you both, no issues. Very
that's-
I'm
nice.
glad for you.
Crazy.
Well, the developers behind ArenaNet is actually a decent developer. They're just in the background because they're just another one of those MMO developers.
Apparently.
I know
Props.
every time I've had to contact them, I've had no issues at all. Unlike Final Fantasy 14. I will not go into that. I will not go into that. I will not go into that.
Hey, Raijin.
Hi, Raijin. It's great to see you. You're a wonderful being. Also, I hope you saw Rex's reaction to that fan art. But yeah, yeah, I really, well, I will say that when it comes to Guild Wars 2, they also have a really good system for just being in a Zerg rush with other players. Unlike other MMOs like World of Warcraft, I don't know enough about Final Fantasy, but I think they run the same as World of Warcraft, where, oh, you hit this monster? Well, sure, others could also attack it, but they get nothing because it's now locked to you. Guild Wars, they can... It doesn't matter. Everybody gets rewards. One of my favorite things about Guild Wars is just finding a random Zerg of players just going around somewhere and just running around with them. We got like 20 to 30 people just going around, not at a party or anything, and just destroying everything in sight, doing all of these quests. I know they get these hero point trains in some zones where they'll just a random group just gets together and they're like, hey, did everybody get this? Cool. On to the next one. And they help each other get to the next spot. Yeah, you get it scooped up in a flash mob of world quests. Exactly, Flo. Yeah, Guild Wars is very fun for that. Oh yeah, Strato. The world bosses. There are so many hours I've spent in Guild Wars 2 where I just have the timer for the world bosses up on one of my monitors, and I am just going to the next one and going to the next one, and we've got 100 people just sitting there waiting, and then we go and rush that boss and annihilate it, and it is so much fun. Granted, you have like 10 FPS if you're lucky, but it's still really cool to see.
What? There is a game where you play as a cleaner, but you're also a werewolf.
Why not?
Okay.
I think I will have to do the step away if I want to get any work done tonight before my pill wears off. So I will
Sorry.
catch you all later.
Nice
Oh
having you.
yeah, Strato. Bless those warpers for jumping puzzle quests. Mesmers, I think it was. I don't remember the class name. I never played it. It wasn't my favorite. But yeah, bless those people. So many times that I would go to the daily quest for warp for a jumping puzzle, and it's just some mesmer just sitting there for hours, just constantly recasting the teleporter so people can just get to the end of the jumping puzzle and be done. I will say, Sarah, the jumping puzzles are actually pretty fun in Guild Wars 2. At least in my opinion. I actually really enjoyed them. But at the same time, the game was built with a more action-oriented style in mind. And hello there, Woe. Good to see you.
Well, cute.
Some of them are definitely very hard, Strato. Definitely very hard. But not all of them. And they are fun.
Good night, Noel.
Good night, Noel. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, yeah,
Also, I
Steam
got an
was,
email to read here. Hi, I think I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. This equipment was never meant for this kind of work. I'm pushing it too hard. But there's something. I have to run more tests. I have to go deeper. I'll let you know what I find. Giovanna Ciara. Searchers after horror haunt strange, far places. Lovecraft. Oh boy.
We have to go deeper.
Vampire Survivors Operation Guns? I have no idea what that is. But not right now, Neo.
Apparently, Steam was giving out refunds for players in Helldivers 2 that were in regions that didn't have PSN. Even if they played more than 5 hours.
Oh yeah, Steam is a good company, or Valve is a good company. I will definitely say that. I know I need to just message them about my one base station being broken and see if maybe they'll just send me a new one. Because I've heard stories that even long after the warranties expired, they still will just do that, but I need to actually look into how to do all that and, you know, laziness. But either way, right now, I think I'm done for the night, so.
No, okay.
I really enjoyed having you all here, and that was a fun discussion. Thank you all.
Yeah. It's always good to have those active chats and discussions.
Oh yeah, it's so rewarding. But thank you all so much for joining us today for PC Building Simulator. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, or more there on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps the channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, grabbing packs of cards to Streamloots, or subscribing to us on Streamloots, as well as picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye!